Hello, welcome back to Bullshit Hour. I'm your host, Sam Distress 83,
And I'm your co-host, Eamon Dorgus.
and welcome to a very important episode this week. What are we talking about today?
We are going to be talking about disabilities, specifically what makes us different, but also
Similar.
that we're the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and hello, viewer. Thanks for tuning in. Now, here's the deal. We are you. Hello, Blastrix. Now, guys, as people with disabilities, me and my co-host, we know what it's like. We have to go through it every day.
It can be very hard sometimes.
Yeah, like I feel like that. You know what I think? I feel like that. Even if we are, whether or not we have a disability, we should still be treated as equals, not with disrespect or like we're never, especially not like we're a piece of trash. We are not trash. If anything, we have a little more challenge.
Yeah, I often see that a lot of people with mental disabilities, like we have, kind of are treated as they're stupid.
Yeah, and it's not just people with mental; it's also people with physical disabilities. You know what I mean? Like
physical, I feel like you're less treated as you're stupid and more that you just can't do anything.
And here's the deal: even if whether you have a mental disability or a physical one, I feel like you can do anything you want if you set your mind to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even if you've got something
something wrong with where you can't walk or something where you can't use your arms or hands. You can still do things as long as you set your mind to it and don't give up.
I feel like a lot of people just kind of make us the butt of everyone's joke.
Yeah, and here's the deal. And as someone who's had to put up with that for a long time at regular schools, I know that pain a lot. Well, I think you get where I'm coming from, right? You've been through the same thing too, right?
I definitely get it.
Yeah, and here's the deal. What I really hate is that, people, regular people, or as the regs, as I like to call them, people without disabilities, I hate that they treat us, like a joke, like we don't exist, like we're trash. We are none of those things. Yeah, we have challenging, but we also don't look at what we have as a curse, Like it's not a curse. We're not cursed, We are just different, but we're not different at the same time. I feel like now this brings back to another thing that we probably didn't mention to each other before, but I remember like my father once asked me that if there was a cure or like a pill for that would get rid of our disabilities, would I get rid of it? I would not. In fact, I would keep living with my autism and my ADHD. It's just part of who I am.
I'll be honest, I'd keep the ADHD, but I'd want to lose the autism.
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, if it might be wrong for me to say this, but I feel like losing all of that one out of nowhere just by taking a cure, I feel like it would just take away what makes me me. It'd be weird to live without it.
It would be weird to live without it, and also it feels like sort of your body would kind of reject it in a way.
Yeah, but now back to the real topic. Guys, what do you think people should be doing to make people like us and people with disabilities from all over the world feel like they're included in everything, treated well?
Well, how about what we're doing right now? Basically, letting people know that we are people.
Yeah, we are people. We may be different. We may have disabilities. We have things that become more challenging for us. For example, memories, remembering everything. Yes, Blastic, we should start by spreading awareness. I actually agree with you, my friend. Yes, spread awareness. Let yourself be heard,
The more that people know, the better that things will be.
Yeah. And if not many people care, look at the bright side. You got your word out and you said what was on your mind, That's what most importantly matters.
Yeah, just make sure you don't do anything that's actually stupid.
Yeah, trust me. I know that too well.
Don't pull a storm the White House.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, but another thing we can do is, think about it. We got medicines, that aren't there like medicines that are supposed to help us? People with disabilities, like medicines that, for example, help people that have a hard time focusing, or
Yeah.
medicine that helps people remain calm. I get it that it helps, but at the same time, if you're having these problems, first you should talk. You should always bring these up with a psychologist or like your parents. Anyways, Blastrix, it was nice having you along and agreeing with us. Have a good day, my friend. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I feel like you should at least tell your people that you trust about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like back on the whole medicine thing, like I've I've tried doing that in the past, taking medicine to try and help. It ended up making things worse, and I've basically gone through most of my life without it. So I feel like if you don't feel like you need it, you shouldn't have to take it.
Yeah, if you don't, yeah, but you should also always listen to your doctor. If it's medicine that's good for you, to help you out along the way, take it. But at the same time, if they say you don't really need it, then just don't. Then just listen to your doctor.
I mean, at the very most, I take vitamin gummies for my energy, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Another thing that really, what also makes me very mad and just pissed off? Think about it. On a scale of 1 to a wide range scale of the whole population, what percentage of people with disabilities do you think get treated or at least even just paid way less than other people with with their normal?
I'm gonna say 35%.
Yeah, that pisses me off because we may be disabilities, like for work, for example, we may have that, but we still deserve equal treatment, equal respect, equal pay, Get it? Now you might have issues, I get that, but still, we deserve respect.
Yeah, it's not just employers either. Like people on the street will talk to you like you don't know nothing and explain something you already know.
Yeah, I get it. We have disabilities. Like I'm autistic, but we're not stupid,
It's like, yeah, that kind of stuff's everywhere, but it feels like it happens more with someone with a mental disability. Like you find people that over explain stuff to you even if you already know what's being talked about.
Yeah, I get they're trying to be helpful and all because they think we might have forgotten, but still, have some faith in our memory. Jeez.
It's like, yeah, I have a bad memory, but it's got nothing to do with my autism. That's my ADHD causing it. I still remember crucial details.
Yeah. You know what also makes me mad? Oscar, what? It makes me upset and sad to think that normal people that treat people with disabilities so horrible consist you know what I mean? I'm trying to say it's sad to see that some people with autism or any disability sometimes might even consider suicide because they're being picked on. That's not cool.
That is.
It's disappointing. It's really sad to think that people that treat people like you and me horrible would make them want to end it all. Like I get it. We're different. Again, you gotta ignore the mean people and accept yourself for who you are. Whether you have a disability or not, you're perfect the way you are. You get what I mean?
If you don't need to change, then you don't gotta.
Right. Don't listen to those guys. All people that say they're like, that guy should totally get out of here. He doesn't fit here. Screw those guys, They don't know what we go through. In fact, if we could, I would make them spend one day in my shoes, in my life, and then they would hopefully change their mind. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Some people use on the internet to basically vent to people, but some people just use it to get away from that kind of stress.
Yeah, I get it.
Like that's what I do. That's part of the reason why I have my channel, because I'm able to do what I love without people being like, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing because you got fucking autism or some crap."
Yeah, and think about it. It's not just autism. Even famous people have, disabilities. Like take Jacksepticeye for example. He has ADHD, remember, but he's still successful. Everyone likes him.
A lot of comedians actually have ADHD, and that's why they're so funny. They're relatable.
Yeah. See, you can have anything like ADHD or autism or any disability and still be likable.
Or say people that are a little unnaturally too short because
Hold
of
on. Someone wants to know if
physical
I actually have
modification.
it. Autism. Yes, I do.
Same with me.
We both do. See, we're actually are maybe we are actually brothers. But now back to the topic. What really makes me annoyed is that on top of all the disrespect that most people these days give to people, like with like disabilities, it gets worse. Have you seen the amount of like people, special needs kids that get like rejected from society just because they're different?
Like, there are literal special schools all for people like us, and yeah, while it's trying to be inclusive, it can make you feel kind of small.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get it. Like the school you and I went to, it was helpful, yeah, but it made me kind of small because it made me feel different.
Like, I honestly was so embarrassed to be in the school during my first year, but I kind of started to accept that.
Yeah,
Because here's the thing, my first two, like my elementary and middle, they were regular schools.
yeah. Same for me. Same for me. My first high school for my first 2 years was a normal one too. But yeah, like, oh man, like I get it. Special needs schools for like the special needs kids. I get that. They're important. They help us get our education on a way we understand. We get that. But at
Like,
the same time, just treat us like we are normal. That's all we ask. You know what I mean?
it's like, unless you have it really bad where you kind of can't, if you're able to be treated like a person, you should.
Yeah.
Like, my summer camp, there was this one girl who was basically completely unable to do anything. And I got in trouble because someone was basically like, oh, maybe she's trying to communicate in some kind of way. And the second I brought that up, I was the one that got in trouble, even though someone else said it to me.
Why?
I don't know. It was so...
That was just mean.
I was mad at that kid for a long while after that because he got me in trouble.
And on top of that, wasn't that didn't that actually hurt her feelings?
She's not... She wasn't there in the head.
Oh?
At all.
That's another thing.
I don't know what she had, but she would make random noises, constantly sit in a chair. I don't know what she had.
Yeah, and even then, people like that, they deserve to be treated well, no matter what, Like, I get, they make their noises. Everyone makes noises,
Oh, wait, maybe she had autism.
Yeah, I mean, I've made noises when I sat down, but I'm still here.
Yeah, it's like...
See, I get, like, what that kid did, he was an asshole, He shouldn't have done that.
Like, I get he was curious and all, basically came up with his own theory, but the fact that I was the one that got in trouble for saying it, even though it wasn't my idea.
Yeah. You know what? Also, you know what I just realized?
What?
How often, how we also get, like, special needs people, like, in the school we went to, they always have, like, someone to talk to a certain amount of times a week.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's good. For most of us that can't afford, like, therapists outside school, that's very stressful, hard on us because we only get to see them a certain amount of times a week. Sometimes they don't even show up, like they're off work. What do we do? I feel like we should at least get one free therapist every time, per person. You know what I mean? Just like someone that we can talk to, get our problems out. Someone that's upsetting us.
And it's like, it was honestly ridiculous some days because there would be days where we couldn't even walk through the halls without hearing either someone scream or hearing about a fight or even seeing the doors closed because there was one.
Oh my God, I remember that.
I literally witnessed one.
Wait.
I was literally a witness to someone getting beat up.
Really? At the second school?
No, at the one we went to.
Oh, that was common.
Yeah, it only happened like
every day.
A few, like, for me, it happened a few weeks before graduation.
Oh yeah.
Before that, I had only ever seen like the doors closed or something else, but I had never actually witnessed someone getting beaten.
Oh my God. But yeah, like
Until I saw this girl literally get kicked out of her desk. The desk got tilted sideways, and then she got kicked in the face.
ooh, I hope she's okay.
She was fine, bleeded a little, but she was basically scared of the guy for a while.
Ugh. You know what? That also makes me mad. Why is it that people like us tend to bully people also like us? That's another thing.
That's not just people with disabilities, though. Bullying is just something that happens regardless.
Yeah, but still, we shouldn't be treating our own people like us with that way, you know?
Well, she did deserve it.
What did she do, though?
She was being annoying.
Wait.
She was getting into other people's business.
Okay, I can see why. But back to our topic. Yeah, you know what else I just been noticing? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you think people like us get the help we need? You know, like a therapist or medicine or a doctor or someone to just talk to, you know?
I don't think we get it all that often.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the way things should be run nowadays is like a special area. You know, we should need like a special place to go to, you know, for people that have disabilities, you know, whether it's like, you know, no matter how old you are, you can go there, just be yourself, you know? Be a place where it's judge free.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we already technically have that?
I mean, yeah, that's what special schools are technically for.
I'm not talking like a school, like I'm talking like an after school area, you know, like where you can just have fun. Boys and girls.
Students to basically hang out before and after classes.
Yeah, we didn't have that. I miss that.
Although, I was a little bit of a petty kid. I hated the place because they, and I'm not even joking, forced me to do my homework.
That's every after school place, though.
I know, that's why I'm saying I was petty. Because it was stupid.
Well, we didn't have to do homework, I think.
Like, elementary and middle, I had to do homework. It was when I came to Shepherd Pratt that I didn't.
Yeah, that's all right. Why aren't they giving us homework?
Probably for the same reason that we've been talking this entire time, because they don't think we can handle it.
Yeah, I took on, think about it, like, that actually makes me mad now. Like,
although, like, to be fair, homework nowadays for even elementary school students is on like a college level.
Why?
Yeah, I know. There's a new type of math now.
What's it called?
I forgot the name of it, but it's basically just BS because you're adding numbers randomly. Like, you have an equation, you're being told how to make this from this, and the solution is add this that wasn't even part of the equation.
That's, man, what are we even doing?
Oh, and it's called Common Core.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing. But yeah, wait, do they do that to people like us as well?
It looks like they're only doing it to the new generation, which, that's stupid.
Yeah. But back to our topic, you know what I feel like we also really need overall?
What do we need?
People to listen to us, you know? At least give us the chance to explain ourselves, like what we are, who we are, what makes us not that different from one another. I mean,
that is kind of what we're doing here.
I mean, think about it. We may be, you know, I may be autistic, you may be as well, but you know, we're still humans. You know, we eat, we sleep, we dump, we shit this all the same, you know?
Yeah.
We do everything literally the same. We're not that different at all.
Even if it takes us a while to actually get to doing something, we still do it.
Yeah. So give us some slack and treat us as equals. So, and besides, I feel like people take, you know what also I hate? I feel like that people without disabilities take their life for granted, you know?
That's what's called being privileged, my friend, and that's every human being on the effing planet.
Or more specific, well, not like that, but more specifically, they use us to their will. Like, they take us for granted, you know? Like, Hey, that guy's fine. He doesn't care. He can do whatever we tell him to do. Let's have him do that. He doesn't know say. I hate those kind of people.
I just hate people in general, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, then again, everyone is at their moment, but like, I feel like we should stop being used. Like take a stand. Well, no matter what, we stood up for ourselves. Even when we get punched in the face.
Yeah, it's like just because we tend to not be able to focus on one topic or another at one time doesn't mean that we're not equals.
Yeah, if anything, we're just more challenged. That's all. But we're still here. We still rise up to the test.
Yeah, like me personally, I will with onto one topic and I usually shift on.
Yeah. And I do that too from time to time, or I forget what I was doing and I'll do something else. But I remember at the end, I do it.
It's like I sometimes need multiple different like explanations to get one thing done, but I get it done.
Yeah, like come on, is it possible we just have our own way of doing things the way we know how? Like think about it, like me for my job, for example. I'm an autistic man who works in a warehouse. They have you do certain things in my position in a specific way. I do it, but I also do things a little bit of my way because while it gets the job done well, it's how I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I mean. Ah, yeah. Then again, I'm surprised I haven't been fired.
Honest.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to be doing.
What? What are you supposed to be doing? Oh no. What are you supposed to be doing? You still
like let's say I'm helping someone clean.
Of course.
If something goes wrong, I end up freezing up for a minute or two, not knowing what to do.
Yeah. I do that as well.
And it can get very annoying for us.
For others?
Yeah, like for the person that you're helping with the cleaning and whatnot. But it's like, be patient.
Yeah, like come on. We can only do one thing at a time. We're not superhumans. Jeez, cut us some slack, you jack.
If anything, we're subhumans. Actually, I don't like the thought of that being called a subhuman.
No, I just call us adaptives.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, we're not the earwags, you pricks. We're the adaptives. Either you call us.
Take us a minute, but we get it.
Yeah, like either be nice to us and treat us as equals, or get the fuck out of this room.
Yeah, we don't want to hear if you will not be willing to actually speak to us as equals.
Yeah, like I don't care if you're even gonna fake it. Like we don't care if you mean it. At least fake it. At least.
Don't fake it. I'd rather have it be genuine.
You know what? Then again, don't even fake it. If you don't have nothing nice to say to us, don't even say anything. You know that old saying?
You mean the saying that no one listens to?
That is true.
There's so many. Nope, not getting off topic.
Yeah. Another thing I've been noticing is like people like us, some of us are. I'm very surprised about one thing. Despite that we're different, with like, autism or Asperger's or ADHD or what are the other ones? You know what I'm. What?
There's a good example of someone with autism being like an actual genuine character being treated as equals.
Yeah.
What was it? Criminal Minds. There's a character that actually has autism.
Really?
Yeah, Dr. Reed.
Oh my god.
I actually relate to him a lot because me personally, whenever I see him, I always just think, I can't believe that character is supposed to have autism. But he does.
And I'm like, oh wait, I have autism. We're more alike.
And he's able to do amazing things.
Like, think about it.
Sure, sometimes it takes him a while, but he's able to do amazing things. He stopped someone in a public restroom from being stabbed.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
except he froze on the spot and accidentally shot the guy. Well, to be fair, the guy was the one doing the stabbing, but he froze up, is what I'm saying.
But he shot the guy that was stabbing?
Yeah. He was trying to get through the confrontation peacefully, but it ended up taking a turn and he was forced to shoot.
Yeah. Another thing I've been noticing, like, not just like that. Like, take Jack, he's ADHD, remember? What's he doing now? He was in a movie. He was in, like, how many games? 3?
I don't know how many games.
No, I know. He was in, I think he's only been in 3 games. Oh, wait. No, there was that one game that he was in with that killer bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Janitor Jack.
Yeah.
But look, my point is, he has ADHD, and look what he's got. Look where he is now. He's got a successful YouTube channel as his job. He's got his own coffee brand. He was in 4 games and a movie.
Hell, Markiplier has ADHD, and he's got so many things done. In space with Markiplier, a date with Markiplier.
A heist with Markiplier. The murder at Markiplier Manor.
Like, this dude, like, it just goes to show, if you got it, you got it.
Yeah. Like, don't let your disability stop you. In fact, embrace it. Let it be what makes you who you are.
Yeah, like, if you got a talent, but you have a disability you think might hold you down, do not do that. Listen to your calling and go for it.
Yeah, in fact, punch your, as Jack would once say, punch your disability. What does he say?
Punch that disability in the face like a boss.
Exactly, and high fives all around. But yeah, and that's it. Anyways, that's all the time we have, guys. But for our final message before we end things here is, be yourself. Good out there. Enjoy life. Accept yourself that you have a disability. In fact, let it fuel you. Let it make you stronger as a man or a woman or even a child. But more importantly, accept yourself for who you are. You're beautiful and handsome just as you are. And everyone out there will love you and care about you no matter what you have.
And if someone tries to drag you down, either walk away or punch them in their gut.
Or just kick them right in the... No, actually, no, don't do that.
No.
Don't forget what I said.
Don't resort to violence, please.
No, don't. Only if they attack you first, then you have the right to attack back. That's what I've been told.
And if you end up doing the last 2 parts, do not mention us, please.
Please don't. We're trying to be very helpful.
Like, we're trying to actually, like, spread a message here. We're not trying to be pro-violence.
Yeah. Our message is bring peace and kindness to people like us, not hate. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, I think we covered everything.
Okay, then. To all you wonderful people out there, disability-wise and normal ones, we thank you all so much for joining us for this live episode of Bullshit Hour. And remember, as we always say, stay bullshitty.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
So long.